Hello and welcome to my channel, PawfectPastimes. My name's Amanda, my friends call me Amo, and I live in Dorset in the southwest of England with my husband and my 3 dogs, who you will see coming in and out behind me. It is my week 2 of Vlogvent. Happy Vlogvent. I've been having fun watching all the Advent and Vlogmases on YouTube, and today is my turn to have a little video going on. As some of you will know, if you saw the beginning of my week, it was rather adventurous. I started having chest pains, and one of the problems with my new medication is I get effusions, and so I was a little bit unsure, and I rang my hematology hotline and they wanted it checked out straight away. So off we trotted down to A&E, sorry, ED nowadays, and I had lots of tests and things, and it was very, very painful. And when the intravenous paracetamol didn't work, I started having morphine, which was great fun. But the upshot at the end of the first day was to have some blood thinners, and some of my bloods were coming back showing signs of clotting. So they sent me home and made an appointment at the Estec clinic the next day, which I went to and had CT scans and a few other tests, and they were very pleased, and I was showing clear again, and obviously the blood thinners and whatever else was going on did the trick. But I was very much reassured that I'd done the right thing in phoning my hotline, because you can't be too careful with this particular TKI. Anyway, so that was a very adventurous start to the beginning of the week. A bit of juggling went on. Luckily I have, in the past I've had a lot of tummy issues. I've had several ulcer bleeds. I've split my stomach a couple of times on the inside, and I've had a tumour, and I've been rushed to hospital several times. So I always have a kit bag ready for hospital, and I have recently checked that it's okay again after my cancer diagnosis, and in it I have like spare pairs of pyjamas, metal-free underwear, a puzzle book, some coins, several pens, because you can never find a pen, a large, long, multi-extension for phones and iPads and things like that. And the only thing I have to grab then is something easy to knit on. And I grabbed that bag and my knitting, an iPad, and I was set. I was okay. I wasn't getting frustrated, or I was willing for them to do all these tests on me, make sure I was okay, and I was perfectly happy where I was. Well, not happy, you know. I wasn't annoyed I didn't have my knitting with me. Does that sound strange? Probably not. If you're like me, probably not at all. I can't think of anything worse than being somewhere enforced and not having, you know, somewhere enforced for a long stay and not having my knitting or something to do with me. Anyway, that's in the past. Hopefully it won't happen again. You will have seen a few little snippets of some trips out I've done with the dogs this week, and a little bit I've been getting on with, and my few advents that I've been doing. So let's get on with the chatty bit. Welcome if you are a new subscriber. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing fully and liking this video. And if you're coming back, I'm very pleased to see you. I have 3, not so much Advent kits bought, but Advent projects. I don't need any more kits. I have spent a lot of time recently going through my yarn stash and getting rid of all the I'm never going to use this stuff, and logging stuff that I think I might be able to use in my stash on Ravelry. Most of it's just odd bits, but sometimes there's enough there to make projects with. And excuse me, I realised I have a few remnants of past Advents. I'm surprisingly free of minis, but I'm okay with that. If I feel next year I want an Advent, then maybe I'll consider it when they start coming out in the middle of next year. But at the moment, I am really enjoying my 3 projects. I like the fact that I've got a project as opposed to just items coming in with no means or whatever to use it up. So if you are doing the We County Yarns Kinross cowl, if you are doing a spin and blether striping sock, and the third one isn't actually an Advent, but it is the Hyber Knit Along, and you don't want to see, then perhaps you skip this video part and I'll see you at the end. But if you don't mind seeing and you want to see my progress, hang around. I will start with my 2. Oh, I carry it all around in my little basket, so each evening I can grab it, work my stripes, work my bits, and get a bit done, and it's great fun. So in this little bag is my Spin and Blether Deck the Halls with Bars So Jolly, and this is my self-striping yarn. It arrived in 2 skeins which I balled up, and I've kept them in the bag so I don't know what colour's coming next. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got to do today's. And this is the colour so far. I'm doing 2 at a time, toe up. I'll do the Fleagle heel. Ooh. And they're such beautiful, rich, saturated colours. I'm loving them. And it's about 6 rounds per stripe. My toes took nearly 2 stripes. So the increasing finished on the orange stripe beginnings. And I've got a Chaigu 2.5, I think they're 2.5s. Yeah, 2.5, 1 metre cable, so I can easily do them. I had them on the 80 centimetre, and it was just a little bit fiddly. But on the 1 metre one, I've got enough room to move one out the way and knit the other one, and it's working really well. I'm normally a DPN sock maker, so to have 2 on the go is proving interesting, and I'm really quite enjoying it. And to do the toe up Fleagle heel means that I will be able to get onto the leg and keep going until all the yarn's gone, and I like that thought the most. So that is my Spin and Blether self-striping, which I am loving the colours of. No wishy-washy colours there. They're really, really powerful colours. Love them. The other thing is my Kinross cowl by We County Yarns. And I have got 12 colours. And they're all on my MasterCard there. And I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 repeats on this so far. So if you're Kinross people and don't want to see the 6th repeat, look away now. There we go. The yellow is a provisional cast on because we make a big tube. And then, oh, I've just pulled the needles off. I haven't used stoppers again. I'm very naughty. There we go. We make a big tube. There you can make a scarf or the tube cowl, or you can do a single wrap cowl, or you can do a double wrap cowl. So up to you what choice you want to do. And I'm going to do the double wrap, I think. So you make a nice tube, and then once you bring it round to the other side, you take it off the provisional and you kitchen them together. And for this, I'm using 3.25 40 centimetre in the rounds, and these are little Leica ones. because I did start on, have I got them here? No, I don't think I have. I had some Addy needles. No, I haven't got them here. I had some Addy ones, and they're metal, and I can find it with those tips too, but when I knit in the evening, I have a spotlight comes over my shoulder, and I find the glare off of the metal tips is almost painful on my eyes. I find it very difficult to focus on the stitches because of this big bright stripe reflecting off of the metal. So I bought the Leica 2.5 40 centimeters, which is the perfect size for this, and they are the wooden in the driftwood. They go with my full set of Leica, and I'm galloping away with that now. No reflection, beautifully smooth, and yeah, I was doing the good girl thing on floating every third stitch when it was a five stitch gap. And then I realised this is going to be on the inside of a tube, so I didn't bother with the 5 stitches. I haven't come to anything more than a 5 stitch at the moment. I mean, if it was 7 or something like that, I would definitely pick up the middle stitch. So that is my Kim Ross. And those are the 2 advents. My third thing is my Hyper Knit Along, the Iceland Scape shawl by West Knit, Stephen West. And there's the picture of it. That is the full shawl. I have shown you this. There's some other versions. And everything is available to see on his website. You can go and buy the pattern on Ravelry and you can get started yourselves, or you can wait for the 26th of December, which is Boxing Day, for him, and he's starting on the 26th, so you can join in with him if you wish. But because I'm going to Iceland in January, I want to get a crack on, and I'd like to have it finished, or at least a good way done. So there's no hiding this one, but if you don't want to see it, you can look away now. And I am using the Ocean Ice yarn pack from Blue Fan Yarns, which Shannon has dyed up specifically for this project. And there they are. And you'll have to excuse the state of some of my balls. My winder died. It has died in the past, and John fixed it, but it is very old. It has wound quite a lot of skeins, and the plastic inside has just disintegrated. So I've had to treat myself to a new winder, and while I was waiting for it to come, I used my electric Kado one, which makes some interesting shaped balls, but it got me out of a pickle. It meant I could start my Iceland Scape shawl. And here is where I'm up to so far. That's the way up it is really. That's the centre part where we started, and I've done the garter bits. I didn't do the brioche. I don't like brioche. I'm not going to put myself through the brioche. And now it's raining and you can hear it on my roof. Apologies. So I did the alternative moss stitch part. And I think I'm just about to go into the garter section again. So my little rabbit front of work piece, progress keeper. I'm going to move and I think I will go and now drink my coffee and wait for this bit of rain to pass and come back to you shortly. Hi, I'm back. It's been a bit of a time for me, but I'm sure it's nothing to you, is it? As I was saying back then, and I'm probably going to repeat myself now, I've just moved the progress keeper for you, so that that's my right side progress keeper, and I'm just about to start another section of garter stitch. It's got a nice I-cord edging, which is always lovely. Very flat, very even, and I think, looking at the pattern, there's a couple of new shapes coming up after the garter section. Let's see if I can see it on that big one at the back. It looks a bit basket weavy after the garter section, so I'll see if I can knit that one. It's knitting up beautifully, so I'm really pleased with it. Anyway, I've got great hopes that I can get on with this. I haven't done anything more on my Compton sweater, which is a bit annoying because I've only got that tiny bit above the heart to finish, and then it's straight up. So seeing as I'm doing so well on the Icelandscape shawl, I may just treat myself this afternoon to just finishing those hearts at the very least. I have got we have got two other advents. One is a jigsaw puzzle. I think there's 42 pieces a day or something like that, 45 pieces a day, which has got cute dogs in a back of a truck, Christmassy dogs. And the other thing is one of these crime scene things. We're trying to figure out who's done some dastardly deeds, and we're enjoying doing those together. So after I've finished with you here and I've uploaded the video and everything, we're going to go and sit and do those bits, I think. Now, the other thing you've seen me do in the video just beforehand was finishing my little panel off, so I'll just go and get that for you. I found on my desk the little collection of vintage, they're still here, a little collection of vintage quilt pieces I got from Etsy a few years ago. And I didn't know what to do with them. I thought, well, I've got to do something. And there were several things hanging around my desk that were annoying me. They needed a home. There was 2 badges, one of the dog head ones, my Ravenclaw fraternity badge from Hogwarts, and a couple of other little badges that were just lolling around, and I needed to find a home for them. So I thought, I'm going to make a little panel and put some badges on it. I still haven't found them all. There's still a few lying around that haven't got a home, and I come across them somewhere, and I've now got somewhere to put them. So I, as you know, started last week. I patchworked them together by hand. I Franken-stitched them down the back first, and then I did a neat stitch down the front. And yeah, I just dropped one thing, so I've had to try and find it. I can't find it. Anyway, yes, I Franken-stitched down the back. I neatly stitched down the front, and then did a fancy stitch over the top. It was herringbone, and then I did some weaving in and out with a pretty DMC flossy thread. I've put hangers on it to go on my little door quilt hanger, and I bound it in a nice linen. There's fine brown marked stripes in some of it, so the brown goes quite well with it. And then I've hung all my badges and things on it, and they've got a home. And this is what's just fallen off. I've got one of those magnetic things from when I went to Cadbury World with my grandson and daughter, and I had nowhere to put it that really makes it stick. So I've put a washer on. It sticks to the washer, but obviously not that well because it's just fallen off somewhere. It's fine when it's on the door, but me wobbling it around and it's fallen off. I will have to find it in a bit. Anyway, so I was really pleased with that, and as all the other badges and pin things come up, I can start sticking on there. It's one of those, when I'm having a tidy round, I keep finding them and thinking, what am I going to do with it? Now I know. So I was really pleased with finishing that and using up those vintage scraps. I don't think I've done much else. As you saw in the video, I cleared the gutters because we have this massive, huge male ash tree out the front, and we don't do anything to the roofs and gutters until he's finished dropping all his leaves. So because he's the last to drop the leaves, I got up on the roof, cleared the gutters. We're having rain, as you've been hearing, and everything's running freely, and that will do us till next autumn now, which is another good jobbed. I've been out for a few walks, as you will have seen. The dogs are a big part of our life, and you will see a lot of them in my videos. And I do believe one or two have got a fan club now. Yes, you have, but we won't tell everybody else. No, we won't tell everybody else. What am I going to be doing today? I've had another delivery from Babylon Leather. I haven't given it a proper look. And this time I have my 10% off, ammo 10. I'll put it on the screen. All the details are down below, including a link to Babylon Leather. At the moment, I believe they have 25% off in their Christmas sale. So plus my 10% gives you 35% off. And they have a new range, which is rather lovely. And I've got a little brown horse this time. They have some ready-made products. You don't have to make them all yourself. So I chose this absolutely beautiful leather and silk bag. It's ready-made. It has a gorgeous, I haven't even unwrapped it yet, you can see it has a gorgeous bamboo handle, bent bamboo handle. It has all the beautiful brass hardware. I'm going to keep that nice. And lovely bamboo toggle. And inside it's got the long strap, and there's plenty of room in there for your phone, tissues, lipstick, cards or whatever. There's a little side pocket there, but it's not so big to be overwhelmingly clumpy if you want to go out for an evening. And I thought that was absolutely beautiful. There you go, you get a better size there. It's 24 centimeters across, and the body of the bag is 18 centimeters high. Great little evening bag, absolutely beautiful silk and leather, ready made, so you don't have to make it if you don't want to. Again, valid with my 10% off. They have 25% off on the site at the moment. It may be included in the sale, I haven't looked yet. And what I chose to do as a project this time is in here. Just got rid of the outer packaging because it's noisy. In here is the finger cops and all the hardware, the thread, the needles and the clips, and the long strap. And this will be a canvas bag with all the leather trims, which come all inside. This is the inner that goes in the canvas bag. So that is the size of the bag. And this is the outer canvas. And it is a large Le Pliage travel bag. And there's a picture of it for you. Ooh. Let me, oh, there you go. Which again, I thought was an ideal a weekend bag, a project bag, even a shopping bag. It's unisex. Perhaps a man of yours would like it if they go away for the odd weekend. It's plenty roomy enough to get lots of stuff in it. But because I've already done a leather bag, I fancied this canvas type bag. Inside it comes with all the leather pieces, and it's all pre-punched, so you don't have to hurt your fingers. and the instructions come with it, and they don't take too long. I'm very pleased with my last one. I use it a lot. So if you're interested in some last minute gifts, perhaps go and give them a look in their Christmas shop and use my 10% off. I will leave the links below, as I said, and it might just be the thing that you want. Or as I said last time, find something that you think somebody might like, and you get the pleasure of making it, and they get the pleasure of having the gift if you don't think they want to do a kit. But this is the beautiful ready-made range, and I have a la pliage bag to make as well. So I'm looking forward to getting on with that if I get some spare time when I'm not making my hyper knitting on. Okay, I think for this week I have just about covered everything. You've seen my little videos. I don't want to make everything too long. What have I got coming up next week? This week I think I'm going to start getting the decorations out. It's about right, second week of December for me and John, and the dogs have a whale of a time helping us, as you can imagine. There's nothing else written in my list, so I will say thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you have a better weekend than I did last time. But never mind, we're over that. Thank goodness we've got the NHS. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing, and come back next week when I will let you know what I've been up to over the last week, and share with you my Christmas decorations. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.